Hey, welcome back everybody to the ongoing 2026 mentorship regarding the system that I've established in this market over the past 6 years of live price experience. So obviously here were the executions from the gold trade that I called you guys live. And please note that I'm not enticing you guys to open your own live account like I did for gold and trade it. Okay, if you're not profitable yet, it's definitely in your best interest to master model number 3 and 4 on NQ. This is for teaching purposes of the same repeating phenomenon, and so that you can get more familiar with it, recognize it more, because the same exact stuff that we trade consistently in NQ happened exactly right here on gold here today. So with that said, let's jump straight into it. So first of all, this right here was the live call out inside of my Discord. All right, I was giving a bunch of commentary real time as I was in this trade holding it. Right, here it is. Before anything even performed, before I even tapped the key level, I was already anticipating this. This type of stuff just comes from experiencing the same thing play out over and over again. So I said I'll take this M3 if we get it on gold. Fast forward, gave a bunch of market commentary, yada yada yada. Here we were. A couple members actually took this, banked on that, which is awesome. Look at that. And then obviously here was the result. But I want to tell you guys, look, there was actually 2 valid entries for gold last night, okay? 2 valid entries. If you took one of 2 of these, you know, you're good to go, okay? So if we look at the WAP checklist that I gave you guys, A+, you're just going to go down the line of it, right? It all applied to the Asian session last night for gold. Okay, the first A+ textbook setup of the week. If you go down the checklist, you're going to find that everything was checked off. And when we're talking about Asia, you only want to trade it when there's great volume. Okay? So first of all, why was this setup so textbook? Let's back it out. Okay? It all starts from this simplicity, guys. It always starts from the higher time frame. What is the overall order flow and market structure? Which direction? Is it bearish or is it insanely ultra bullish? Obviously, we have very, very smooth order flow to the upside. Therefore, I'm not going to try and pick a top, and if it makes sense, I'll try to, get in tune with long positions, not just randomly chase momentum. Find that model number 3 and 4, the systematic way of trading that I've taught you all. So, we've established that, right? Very obvious. Now I wait for, right? I move down. I need this move down because this is going to set up reaccumulation of longs at a higher time frame key level. So it always starts with a high time frame key level. I let this thing smash down until we reach some type of key inefficiency in old lows. So once we hit that, which right here you can see this large gap, okay, and we swept out this swing low, this swing low, and this swing low, that's when I'll begin to hunt for potential opportunities. I don't know for sure it's going to offer a Model 3, but I know there's a really good chance of it. Why? Because again, we're in tune with the overall higher time frame order flow, right? That's number 1. Number 2, we reached a key level. Beautiful. And number 3, and don't skip this step, look how damn obvious it was. Look how it generated the triple top. Now, look how it edged a little bit. Sometimes it does that. This isn't going to hold intact for long, okay? It's going to run back up there soon, but look how obvious it was. Right? These 3 components alone are very powerful. Being in tune with higher time frame order flow, identifying key level tap, and waiting for obviousness. This was very, very obvious because ridiculously obvious stacked highs in the form of a triple top. And if you go down, it's even more obvious why. Let's go to that 1-minute chart. When it ran down to our key levels, what do you guys notice? Come on, staring at you right in your face right now. Look how obvious it is. What was it doing, guys? Someone give me an answer. So obvious, man. Poking out to you. Yes. Yeah, inviting FOMOers, but also, yes, this trend line buildup. Okay. Not only was the triple top obvious stacked highs in a bullish market, we created lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Anytime we generate continuous lower highs as we're dropping down and meet that key level, boom. That's easy money, man, every time, usually. Okay, look at that. Came up, created another double top, and then dropped down, obviously, into the key level. Now we begin to scout out the hourly candle openings. Okay? But here's the thing for Asia. This all applies for our regular trading, like New York, PM session time, stuff like that. But here's the thing. If there's great volume and volatility and there's a lot of movement, yeah, you can trade Asia. Okay, but again, only when there's great volume and volatility you want to apply it. So, scrubbing out to the 15-minute chart. What do you guys see here? Okay, to complete this for completion's sake with the checklist. How's the 15-minute structure looking? Is it like a lot of crazy wicks and is it confusing? Not really. Look at the solid body structure. We come up, create a solid body down candle into that key level I shouted out to you guys last night. And then we create a clear change in the state of delivery. Boom, above that solid body candle. Rushes to the upside with great speed, hits you with a nasty ass retrace, but guess what? It respects that. Comes up higher once again. Are these weird candles? Is it like, it's straight to the point to me? Solid body candles to the downside, and as soon as we create those solid body candles, it immediately changes its state and delivery again. Clearly, a clear change in the state delivery, solid body candles, right? And again, nasty retraces like this remind you, if you're going to trade gold, you got to own that shit. You can't be scared. You can't have jam type stop losses either. You can't be wearing skinny jeans if you're trying to trade gold. It's not going to work out for you. So anyway, with these clear changes of state delivery below the opening price, obviously everything that I've established here, any of these entries here would have been valid. This one or this one. Let's go down. Here's when the magic happens. Okay, remember everything that we just talked about in the higher time frames, guys. That's the only reason why any of what I'm about to say is significant. Okay, here's that first change of state delivery. What do you notice? It's right in tune with that hourly candle opening. Holy shit, man. How many times have you seen this? Right there, 18.00. Brand new hourly candle opening. Doesn't really need to manipulate lower. I just want to see that distribution and expansion in the direction of this obvious trend line buildup, right? Let's give you a visual of that. Remember? Obviousness. Don't try to trade in 50-50 environments, guys. There's really no reason to, because this type of stuff forms all the time, right? Wait for it to become obvious like this. Poking out to you. All right. With the hourly candle opening, we smash to the upside. Boom. We create one gap here, which is actually a volume imbalance if you want to be technical, but, you know, it's not really that important. Create another gap here. If that wasn't enough, oh, we have a third gap here. Okay. This right here and this right here, both are valid entries. All right. What you would have wanted to do in this scenario is obviously enter here and then scale out at these highs when it ran up and then try to hold runners. Again, you're going to get hit with a nasty retrace right there, which is showing you that gold is literally just way more manipulated than NASDAQ. Okay, you got to own that. But either way, this right here, bread and butter setup, is that an obvious triple top in a bullish market? Hell yeah. Multiple gaps. There's your Model 3 entry. Boom. Doesn't get easier than that. It's the same exact thing if we were trading the 10 a.m. hourly candle opening. Doesn't matter. As long as there's great volume and volatility, you can utilize the hourly candle opening with a Model 3 like this. All right, so let's say you didn't catch that. Boom. Price ran down. Again, here's that original change of state delivery. This would only have been invalidated if we disrespected the original clear change of state delivery. Okay, at least for the Asia session. Instead, we retraced, delivered this 15-minute gap, and you guessed it. We actually have a hybrid right now of a Model 3 and 4 with the next hourly candle opening. So here, let's backtrack. Okay, remember, I just showed you guys the first valid entry. Here's the second one. Take a look at this hourly candle opening. Look at the hourly candles, guys. It's very clear. We create a swing low on the hourly chart. Okay, again, you always want to consider hourly time frame before you hop down to the 1 minute. Longs made so much sense for this hourly candle opening. Number one, because volume and volatility was high. Very important. And number two, look at this solid body candle on the hourly right here. Boom. Boom. Man, this is everything that I teach, literally. Solid body candle, rushed above it with the help of the new hourly candle opening after we created the swing low in the direction of the obvious draws. So let's scale back down. Do we have that time-based classic multiple gap expansion? You bet your ass. Yes. Look at that. Another entry. Is it time-based? Obviously, yes. I just explained that. 20.00, boom. Asia session hourly candle opening. Is volume and volatility high? Yep. Are clear draws still intact? Yep. Do you even need the triple top above? No. Look at this, man. Look at this. Triple top here. Another high, so actually it's a quadruple top. Very obvious, smooth, clean in a bullish market. Who's to say you can't take profits there, right? You want to take 80% off there. Let that shit ride to the upper triple top. Okay? Multiple gaps right here. And again, this is a Model 3 and 4 hybrid. Okay? But to keep it simplified, let's just say this is a Model 3. Price ran down. Tag that key level again. Remember that green shaded area plus that 15-minute gap right here. Okay, so to keep it simple again, we're just tagging a key level. With the help of the hourly candle opening, we have that time-based expansion creating multiple gaps in the direction of what? The obviousness. The obvious stacked highs. Let's back up. What did I just show you guys? Quadruple top, high resistance liquidity build up with this trend line, and then a triple top above. It's so obvious. Okay, look for longs, right? And then this was the chef's kiss. 2 fair value gaps to the upside. Like, is this like wicking around and like, you know, scared and sluggish? Hell no, dude. It pops out to you like a neon sign. This is the neon sign that I talk about. And again, this is like the same exact thing if we were trading like 10 a.m. hourly candle opening. It's the same logic, right, that we trade on this live streams all the time. Except it just so happened Asia had a lot of volume. There's your entry. Stop loss goes where? What's the correct stop placement, guys? Obviously, it's right here. Look at it. Are we covering 3 key levels? Yes, we are. Covering this gap, and this down candle. Boom. I always feel really, really comfortable when I have my stop loss fitted very neatly below that hourly candle opening that I'm using. Don't let that go over your head. So with entries like this, I mean, it offers so much profit, man. You're going to want to scale out a lot above the quadruple top. The first obvious key level, man, you're going to want to scale out. Okay? AKA your Model 3 target, your low-hanging fruit. And that first obviousness of stacked highs. Can you hold a runner? Yeah, when volume is this high, I would definitely always advise holding a runner. Obviously, it would have edged, take profit, but, you know, however you manage that is however you manage that real time. 80% comes off at Model 3 target. And then, again, you can hold runners for if there's another obvious set of stacked highs above, which there was. Okay? Does everyone understand why I took this trade last night and why this is textbook based on everything that I teach, and trade with you guys live? Does everyone understand, or... you know, is this something confusing? Like, oh, you never traded this model before. What is this? I don't know, man. I think it looks exactly like every other trade that we take together, guys. Just look at that. Neon sign. Engrave this into your brain because this neon sign can indeed change your life. Okay? You master the same kick 1,000 times. Yeah, you're going to be very, very good. Now, with this said, though, guys, okay, you don't need gold. Okay, obviously, it just goes to show that this shit works on gold, whatever. NQ is all you ever need, but just another fine example of a classic textbook systematic way that I teach, okay? Now, where does the Thanos candle arrive in this, okay? Thanos candle is right here. Boom. Runs up with great aggression, creating multiple gaps. This is what you want to see, guys. All jokes aside, this is legitimately a Thanos candle. Okay, why is this a Thanos candle? After the entry, it created another set of multiple gaps in the direction of the model number 3 target. Okay, I'm teaching this to you guys right now. It sounds goofy, but it literally is something that I use, okay? This is how you know the trade is good and you want to ride that shit out. After your entry, again, creates another set of multiple gaps in the direction of the model through target. Look at this, creates 2 volume imbalances. Creates another gap right here. So we have another set of several gaps, again, for the 3rd time, in the direction of the model 3 target. When you have that, there you go. Okay? For specifically intraday trading, which we typically do, take a look at this. The Thanos candle is followed up by the John Cena candle. Again, sounds goofy, but it's a literal thing that you want to use. Okay? Listen up, because I never taught this before. I apply it live on stream. Again, it sounds goofy, I know, but look, listen up. Thanos candle lets you know you're on the right side of the market. It lets you know that you took a very, very good trade and that your take profit's going to get smashed, okay? Multiple gaps and the direction of model 3 target. That's when you want to see the follow-up by a John Cena candle. Why is this a John Cena candle? Because it got within, when it opened, 10 to 15 points, which this typically would be on NASDAQ, within the target. If you get within 10 to 15 points, this is when you know it's time that you can take risk off of the table. 10 to 15 points within target, this is when you need to see the John Cena candle, apparently that's his name, the John Cena candle, and you want to go break even. Right here. We get within 10 to 15 points of the target. We already created another set of multiple gaps from entry. You can go break even right here and trust that you're going to get that sudden high volatile candle right up to the target. This is classic textbook everything that we trade all the time. Same shit, guys. Thanos candle, after entry, followed up by John Cena candle into the target. Again, you want to go break even when you're anticipating a John Cena candle when we're 10 to 15 points within target. Okay?